Hello, lovely human. Welcome to The Little Flower. My name is Krista, and I use the presence and symbolism of flowers along with the tarot to deliver messages to help you align to your most authentic and abundant nature and path. Before we get started, I'd love it if you'd like this video, subscribe to my channel, and of course, at any point, feel free to leave a comment to let me know how this resonates. For today's reading, I am offering an abundance message for the sign of Aries. This means anyone who has Aries in their sun, moon, or rising, or anyone who has Aries in their chart at all, or anyone who simply feels pulled into this reading and feels like you have a message from the sign of Aries. So we're going to go ahead and, before we dive in, I want to talk about the flower I have present today. So the plant right here is called a seal of Solomon, and there's a lot of symbolism to it. It symbolizes protection, wisdom, and balance. And I looked up a few things about this plant in particular that I want to share with you. So as far as the seal of Solomon, it is a 6-pointed star that is a powerful symbol of Solomon's authority and control over the natural and supernatural realms. It is believed that he could command fire, water, wind, and all creatures with the ring bearing this seal. So that was making me think of manifestation. It was making me think of the Magician card in particular. I wanted to mention that. There's something here about a return to roots and adaptability as well. In modern context, Solomon's seal can symbolize a return to nature and an appreciation for native flora, showcasing its quiet strength and adaptability. So ultimately, wisdom, drive, manifestation, willpower, divine guidance. That's the vibe of this seal of Solomon. This plant was actually gifted to me by a friend named Michelle. Michelle, if you happen to be watching this reading, that would be crazy. Thank you so much. So I just wanted to mention that as well. So the energy of gift giving is present in the reading. The energy of receiving is present, like a balance between giving and receiving. But let's go ahead and finally dive into the cards. So the first card I'm pulling is from the Vibrational Energy Oracle cards, and you got two faces of mankind. And the Pisces reading I just did got this one. Out of all the cards that you could have gotten in the entire deck here, I shuffled through and you both got two faces of mankind. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull these two cards as well from the Work Your Light Oracle. And we have Unbound, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. And then we have the Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle. Okay. So my intention for this reading, if I didn't clarify enough in the beginning, is to give you a message to help you align to more abundance in your life. This can be material, spiritual, emotional, relational, whatever it is you're calling in your world. What underlying energies are you aligning to align with the most fulfilling path for you, the most free path? Abundance to me is freedom. Abundance to me is love, peace, harmony, and balance. And ultimately, our inner world begets our outer world. So my intention is to give you a message that will help you shift your inner world so that your outer world can follow suit. Aries, you are letting go of old patterning. You are leaving behind a past way of being. You are shooting for, so what I'm getting is an energy of shooting forward. It's similar to the energy of these two women. It's like they're rising, and especially with this, like your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle over here. Your energy is rising. You are rising. And I'm getting this feeling of someone who has tethers to the past that are holding them back or holding them down, tethering them down from rising into what would otherwise be something that you naturally fall into, an energy, a way, a sense of abundance, a reality, a physical reality of abundance. There's a natural way you're meant to fluidly fall into. And there's something that's either clinging and grasping to you, or you're still clinging and grasping to it, or both. You don't have to be perfect to move forward. You can still be an imperfect human and have all of your dreams come true, have all of your desires met in your reality. We came to Earth to live an imperfect life, to find the good in it, to be the good in it. If there's a part of you that you're struggling with, a part of you that doesn't feel worthy, a part of you that feels as a quote, lower vibration than the way of being that you're being called into, there's this feeling of contrast, and it's almost like you feel as if you need to break away from this quote lower vibration. We need to leave something fully behind. Whereas it's not something we can leave behind because it's a part of who we are. It could be an unhealed part of us, a misunderstood part of us. It could be with the releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. It could be something connected to your lineage, connected to your family. Yeah, I just keep getting this feeling of wanting to charge forward. And that is what Aries is. Aries is this sign of power and ferocity and pushing forward and creating change. But it can be forceful, like in the shadow, it can lean into force. And that is causing this friction between the old and the new, the quote, lower and the higher. And it's making it feel impossible to move forward or to move higher because, again, we're not meant to leave something behind. We're not meant to run away from something. We're meant to integrate it and bring it with us in a healthy way. There is a way to integrate this part of us, it's actually necessary to integrate this part of us to bring it forward into our natural abundant state that we're being called into. So I'm going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards. We are pulling cards from the Radiant Wilds Tarot today. With Aries being a fire sign, I thought these were perfect. All right, how can Aries release what no longer serves on their journey, moving forward into abundance, rising higher into their truest state, into their most natural, abundant, free-flowing state, while still keeping every piece of themselves intact, while every corridor of their being is safe and integrated and held with acceptance and peace. What does Aries need to hear right now? What does Aries need to know about their journey into abundance? Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is definitely very Aries vibes. Seven of Cups, Ten of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, and Page of Wands. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Ace of Cups. Well, sorry about the glare on the Ace of Cups card, but it could be symbolic with something with that card, so we'll keep that in mind. The contrast between the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles is confirming to me what I was speaking of before, just a confirmation. You know, it's this feeling of wanting to charge forward recklessly and move into the next phase and cut the cords and leave things behind and be in the new without fully integrating the lessons from the past or integrating the piece of ourselves that we would otherwise leave behind. And the Knight of Pentacles is the opposite of that. It is this slow and steady progress over time, leaving no stone unturned. This ending does not have to be painful or as painful as you're perceiving it to be. We have a beautiful new beginning over here with the two aces. We have Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Cups. And then we have a Page of Wands, which is a new spark, a new flash of insight or a new flash of inspiration that helps drive us into the future. It's a little bit calmer than the Knight of Wands. The Page of Wands is more of a gentle nudge in the right direction. So we have a beautiful new beginning in our material world and our emotional world that's waiting for us to step into. And we cannot step into this new beginning because we are being held in between the ending and the new beginning. And we're forgetting something, we're missing something. Sorry, I keep feeling like I'm repeating myself, but there's an integration, a soul integration, a heart integration that has not been fully completed yet. So I just want to ultimately remind you to... Oh, we have a little June bug visiting us right now. I just want to remind you to take your time to recognize that you're sitting in the middle of an opportunity for deep soul retrieval and healing, embodiment and integration, and take the time to fully process what you've been through. That doesn't mean that you can't begin walking into the new, that you can't participate in your new reality, in building it, in living in it, in catching beautiful glimpses of what might be in the future. It means more so that we're simply not rushing, and we're ensuring that when we do move forward, we will be able to fully experience our new reality, our new blessings, our new abundance fully. We'll be able to receive it more fully. Your journey of being human will consistently require you to search your soul and integrate fragments of you along the way. This doesn't mean that your entire life is simply going to be consisting of healing, but there's a message here to accept that reality of lifelong soul integration, and accept that change takes time, and especially change in the body and mind takes time. You have an opportunity to move into a new sense of material and emotional security. But you're rushing, and there's something that needs your attention. What is it that's holding you back? What are the emotions that come up when you feel stuck in the past, and when you get frustrated when things aren't fully where they need to be or where you think they should be? Those are your breadcrumbs. Those are your hints. Those are the pathway to your future. It may feel like you're going backwards to go forwards. You left some, it's almost like if you're on a trail and you've been hiking for 3 days and you left something behind. Let's say you left the keys to your car behind, and you're circling around, and eventually you're going to end up at your car, and you have to get somewhere. There are no spare keys to the car. So you have to turn back around. You have to make this path a little bit longer so that you can end up in a place where you can move forward more effortlessly. So you have to go back and find this thing that you left behind, or that you didn't move, or that you tried to leave behind. What are the uncomfortable feelings telling you? Do some journaling around the uncomfortable feelings. Follow them, listen to them. It's a part of you that has something to say. Once you fully listen, once you're fully present with this part of you, you'll find the truth that awaits you there, the clarity that awaits you there, the peace that awaits you there. So you can take a deep breath and finally leave the past in the past and move forward with no stone left unturned, all of you intact. Move forward fully embodied in who you really are. All right, the last thing I'm going to do is pull a mindfulness on the go card and read this aloud to you as a final message. Okay. All right. We have procrastination. Become aware of procrastination, the act of putting off something that needs to be done. Be aware both of the desire to procrastinate and of what you do about it. That is, your method of delaying. Look more clearly at what leads to procrastination and see what strategies work to modify or overcome it. Okay. This practice involves adopting a new motto. Do it now. Procrastination is by definition counterproductive. It often brings about the very thing we are trying to avoid, suffering. The essence of mindfulness practice is to stop running away. We stop, turn around, and walk straight toward what we have been trying to avoid. We put it at the top of our to-do list and tackle it first thing in the morning before procrastination mind wakes up. If you were given a week to live, what would be the most important thing for you to do or say? Don't put it off. All right, my lovely human. If you'd like to be supported by me more deeply through powerful energy healing transmissions that serve as monthly anchor points to keep you grounded and aligned to your most fulfilling and abundant path, along with access to a growing collection of exclusive soulful pick a flower readings, I'd be honored to have you in the sacred space of my Little Flower Patreon community. My intention is for this space to be a spiritual lifeline to healing, clarity, and soul alignment. A sacred container that leaves you feeling free and safe to unfold into your most authentic and abundant nature. I've made this accessible at just $8 per month, intentionally so as the number 8 symbolizes abundance, balance, and unity. If you feel called, feel free to like, comment, or subscribe to the Little Flower YouTube channel, as all of these exchanges help not only for my channel growth, but for me to feel connected to the fabric of the community who finds their way into the energetic space I've created. Feel free to browse my single infinite prayer energy healing transmissions, check out my adorable merch featuring my bee and flowers logo and the phrase, "Hello, lovely human," and leave me a tip, or in other words, buy me a coffee if you feel called to. I sometimes offer personal readings, so be on the lookout for open slots for those as well. Everything you'll need is listed in the description box below. Last but not least, I have another YouTube channel called Soul Hearken, which is my heart and soul in video form. If you feel called to it, I'd be honored to have you over there as well. With so much gratitude, I send you prayers of happiness, peace, health, and wealth. You are honored and loved.